Is the bathroom your happy place? Well, not for long. We dare you to try to get through these top 10 scary videos that can only be watched in the bathroom. Number 10. Mysterious paranormal activity. When there's something angry in your home, it will make its presence known. Published to YouTube by Lainey and Ben in June of 2021, this short scary clip shows their haunted house in action yet again. Lainey is making breakfast and walks over to set the dishes on the table, but the moment she turns her back to the cupboard, it swings wide open and a bottle of ketchup is expelled from it. Lainey catches a glimpse of the paranormal activity, and although she still appears a bit shocked, it's clear she's seen this sort of stuff before. She simply calls out for Ben and then calmly leaves the kitchen.
Ben?
Is the spirit just reminding Lainey not to forget the ketchup, or is this a forewarning? Because a red liquid condiment seems a bit too on the nose. Tell us your theory. What is this poltergeist after? Number 9. Scare the intruder. Well, some might curl into a ball of fear when they discover there's an intruder on their property. This woman took matters into her own hands.
Yo!
Homeowner Tanya was alerted to an intruder's presence in her backyard via her Ring security camera. Watching from one of the 4 Ring cameras that she has mounted on the 4 corners of her home, she witnessed the intruder using what appears to be a big pair of pliers to pry open the locked storage shed. The scary video was published to Ring's YouTube channel in June of 2021. The motion alert from her floodlight cam had awakened Tanya. In the late hours of the night, checking the live view on the app, she saw this in her backyard. Tanya didn't hesitate to use the two-way talk feature on her camera, which after 3 yo's, alarmed the man enough to send him running.
Yo!
According to the YouTube comments, there's also a scary dog barking feature that will likely deliver a similar jolt of fear down an intruder's spine, sending them packing. Well, in a perfect world, we wouldn't need these alarm features or security cameras, period. Having the upper hand helps many, like this homeowner, to sleep at night. Number 8. Sea rescue. The scariest events are often not of the paranormal variety, but rather those that unfold in real time. Published to YouTube by The Telegraph in June of 2021, this clip shows the dramatic rescue of a girl who had drifted out to sea off the coast of Kinmel Bay in Wales.
It's okay, you alright? You okay? You alright?
Come on, it's alright.
Fine, you okay?
The frightened girl was several football fields out to sea by the time a Royal National Lifeboat Institution crew found her. The RNLI is made up of crews of unpaid volunteers who train lifeguards and safeguard the beaches in the UK. The scary footage shows these volunteers at work as they approach the girl as fast as their speedboat will take them. She is crying in terror, saying she's scared and asking them over and over again to please help.
It's alright.
Fine, you okay?
Pull up down there. Come on, sweetheart.
Understandably terrified, the girl calms down after the crew lifts her out of the inflatable dinghy and reassures her that she's safe.
Please help!
Come on. It's alright. Sit there. You're safe now, aren't you? Come on. We'll get you back to your parents, yeah?
Okay.
Telling her they'll get her back to her parents. Apparently, this was just one of several similar calls that the RNLI took over this particular holiday weekend, as many holiday makers headed to the beach on the hottest day yet this year. The RNLI is a self-declared charity organization that saves lives at sea, and they certainly saved her life. Number 7. Scary Ninja Jinn. Jinn are intelligent spirits from Arabian mythology that have the mysterious ability to possess humans. And according to this video, they take that mysterious ability to the next level, which is apparently ninja based, published to YouTube by Deranged Sajib in September of 2020. The scary possession has this man's limbs into something like a crab.
Assalamualaikum. Assalamualaikum. Kamu bukan Muslim ya?
The man is captured on video doing a creepy crab walk backwards and forwards across the floor as a holy man stands over him, attempting to exorcise him of the jinn. The man keeps low to the ground, smacking his palms to the floor with his fingers bent upwards. He speaks to the holy man in a haunting, possessed rasp.
Bisa kan? Kenapa? Saya berapa? Oh, 2 tahunan. Sebelum di sini di mana kamu aslinya?
Although the clip cuts out before we can see whether the man was freed of his possession, many in the comments note that the spirit who possessed him seemed like a ninja jinn.
Oh, berarti kalau kayak gitu kamu jahat. Kamu berurusan sama saya, kamu jahat. Hah? Sekarang jadi urusan saya.
Well, I don't know about that. If it was the case though, the man is acquiring these skills, even if only via a spirit taking over his body. Number 6. Mysterious Ghost Caretaker. If you've ever been in a school at night, you know how creepy the dark, empty halls can be. Well, this school takes the hair standing on end to another level. Published to YouTube by Tubba Rubba in January of 2016. This scary video shows security footage via a video monitor which was captured at the apparently haunted Folk High School in Arkansas. A janitor's cart sits in the entrance of a bathroom. A moment later, it starts to move slowly forward. It pauses for a minute and then rolls further, wheeling around the corner before launching fast across the hallway and then turning sharply to enter another room. According to Tubba Rubba, the janitor of the school weighed in on this haunted ordeal. He said that his cart is too heavy to have been pulled by a string. Moreover, no one was caught on camera entering or leaving the bathroom before or after the creepy incident. So I guess we can assume the school bathroom is haunted. By folks' version of Moaning Myrtle, better steer clear before she drowns you in her tears. Number 5. Mystery of the Father. The Life of Luxury team sets out to investigate a matter of a father turned monster demon in this scary video, published in May of 2021. Parker and Chester are on a mission to help 18-year-old Bailey, who returned home from college, to find her family had mysteriously disappeared. Apart from her father Stanley, only Stanley has changed, and Parker and Chester are there to find out why. Footage from Bailey and from the night's events show a harrowing and foreboding tale of a father who turned to the dark side. In one clip shot by Bailey, she asks what he is doing, and her father, elongated and towering near a doorway, tells her to come closer.
Closer.
He appears to be holding something. What could it be? Parker and Chester are about to find out. They arrive at Bailey's house and find a scary video. Amongst Stanley's possessions that's almost vaudevillain in nature. A bald man dressed in a black leotard is dancing. A painfully thin man is rocking, crouched in a darkened room. A terror of a face keeps peering out. What does this mean? It's all too creepy. Later, when all three of them go to sleep, a hidden camera captures this creature shortly after midnight crawling out from under the bed. It's Stanley, or is it? The creature's mysteriously long limbs are bent grotesquely. The demon makes hideous noises before watching his favorite video. the vaudeville one we saw earlier. It then busts through the TV for no apparent reason with its long-limbed karate chop. After this, it slowly creeps across the room and enters the hallway. While Bailey is sleeping, the demon reaches in and pulls her off her bed. Bailey shrieks at the top of her lungs, but to no avail. Later, the demon, claiming to be Bailey, tries to lure Chester into the closet, only to be grabbed by the demon, who tries to pull him into the hole that's located inside the closet on the floor.
Hello? Who is that? Where's my...
Luckily, Parker is there to save him, but it may be too late for Bailey.
Here's just a screaming.
While all the boys made it out alive this time, they were nearly drawn into the depths of the abyss, a place they surely would never have escaped. Number 4, Creepy Grudge Girl. A picture is worth 1,000 words, but the only word to describe this one is fear, 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 fear. This photo, at first glance, appears to just be your average selfie, but zoom out and you'll see that the selfie girl isn't the only one in the picture. An apparition appears in the dark hallway behind her, looking very similar to the creepy girl from The Grudge. In a white shirt with long black hair dangling in front of her face, the figure is peering out in all her creepiness at the selfie in progress. Is she a predictor of misery to come? Or maybe Creepy Grudge Girl is just photobombing in the freakiest fashion ever? Number 3, Creepy Cupboards. A child is quietly doing homework at the living room coffee table, but something in the room doesn't want to keep the peace. This creepy clip was published by Adit and Anika in May of 2021. According to the video's timestamp, the footage was originally captured nearly 2 decades ago at around 1:40 p.m. on April 13th, 2001. A child is writing, a cupboard door on the entertainment center flies open. The little girl doesn't seem too rattled by it. Perhaps she is used to strange poltergeist activity in her home. She walks calmly over to shut it and sits back down to her homework, but the energy in the room isn't done harassing her. 2 of the doors pop open simultaneously. One of them closes on its own, while the girl closes the other. Again, she doesn't appear surprised by the incident, and studiously heads back over to return to her work. That's when the poltergeist decides to shock her once and for all. The coffee table moves on its own, rolling across the floor. At this, the girl screams and races out of the room. For the ghost, mission accomplished. At least she'll have a real excuse for not finishing her homework. Number 2, Scary Randonautica in Las Vegas. This scary Randonautica is brought to you by YouTuber CJ Faison. While in Las Vegas, CJ ventured out to the random location he was sent to by the app. The Randonautica takes CJ and his crew into the middle of the desert, where they discover a photo of CJ taken with some female fans at the Mirage Hotel from 2014.
I'm literally shaking. I have chills up and down my body.
We've got nothing all day long.
Look at that.
We've been struggling. What was that?
Yo! That's a picture of me!
Yeah.
CJ says that one of the girls in the photo is named Julia. Alongside the photo is a note that includes CJ's full name and some other personal information.
The dark-haired girl in the middle, I met her in 2000, and I believe it was 2013, when I was racing in NASCAR at Richmond International Speedway.
Nearby, they also discover a wallet with some random stuff in it, including a room key for the Luxor, which is where CJ is staying.
Makes sense because we're in Vegas. There's another Luxor room key.
Oh, dude. I'm staying at the f***ing Luxor.
As they ponder this mystery in the desert, a couple of cars pass by and a girl shouts out at them, "Randonautica video boys, come on." Is it Julia? A YouTuber recalls another video that CJ shot where he's reading texts about him from Aaron Valentino. The YouTuber notes that these texts mention the year 2014.
Very well that you have stumbled upon this phone. I know many things about you. I know that you wish you could change some things that happened to your life in 2014.
The same year listed on Julia's picture, as well as the quote that CJ read on the back of the photograph. The quote was, "The ones who aren't afraid control life itself," which is a quote from infamous Richard Ramirez, aka the Night Stalker. Yikes. Later, the crew notices something off in the distance watching them.
Hold on, give me a sec. Let me zoom out first. It's right there.
Oh.
Person. Can you record that for the video?
Did someone plant this stuff here? Is that someone watching the group across several Randonauticas from Pocomoke Forest in Maryland to the desert outside of Las Vegas, Nevada? Several YouTubers in the comments think this crew is being tracked or their phones have been hacked into. Perhaps these Randonauticas aren't so random after all. I've got a challenge for you. Since you've made it this far, why not like this video and hit subscribe in the next 5 seconds? Because I upload 4 new scary videos every week. If you're curious about what I look like in real life, then go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT and tap that follow button to find out. Number 1, scary haunted theater. Question, what's scarier than a theater at night? Answer, a haunted one. Published to TikTok, this appears to show the phantom caretaker of a haunted theater. Jay says the theater is supposed to be empty, but he keeps hearing a noise, so he's searching the theater to find its source.
Alright guys, so I work at this old theater and been hearing a noise. It's a really beautiful theater, as you can see, if you can see it at all. But I keep hearing a noise in here, and there's not supposed to be anybody here, so...
Suddenly, he glimpses something in an upper theater box. He can't quite capture what it is, but after backing up a bit and zooming in, he manages to focus on this. It looks like the ghostly figure of a little boy dressed in a suit, although the image is blurry. The scary figure is distinctly there, leering out from a theater box. Phantom of the Opera? An intruder? Maybe he's just a ghost fanboy waiting patiently for the play to start. Be careful. Unless you're brave, there's no way you can handle these scary videos.